Hello, crypto investors. So this will be a short video. I was doing some thinking about Gary Gensler, the guy who's going to be taking over the SEC. This is important. Listen to what he's saying. I have a feeling it could be bad news for some, good news for others. So check it out. So he keeps saying investor protection, investor protection. This dude keeps repeating those damn phrases all the time when he talks lately, okay? He's been talking about fixing, the crypto system as it is or whatever. Investor protection. Let me tell you something. That's code for I'm going to lock out the common person from buying crypto, except from banks. Maybe if you're not an accredited investor, you can't buy crypto because they're going to treat it like pre-stocks or something like that. So I'm just going to warn you. And this is something that I've been kind of feeling, and I haven't been feeling a positive vibe from this guy, okay, this Gary Gensler guy. I've been feeling the negative heebie-jeebies from him, okay? What I'm feeling is when he keeps saying this investor protection, that's bullshit, because the SEC, if they were so worried about us, common people, why the fuck did they let cryptos be selling on exchanges that are unregulated and all that kind of shit for 8 years? Think about it. If you're doing shit that's wrong, and it's not just you, but it's like hundreds and thousands of people, even around the world, are buying this crypto stuff, how's the SEC just sitting there twiddling their thumbs for 8 years, letting all this criminal activity, right? Ripple's supposedly a criminal. How the hell are they going to let Ripple do this shit for 8 years? And all these other companies too. Answer that question. Because the SEC is supposed to protect us. That's their mission is to protect us. Okay, that's in, like, if you look at the SEC and you go to like their main page and all that stuff, it's investor protection. Yeah, that's fucking bullshit. Okay, their job ain't to protect us. What their job is to protect all the rich people so they can keep getting rich. So when common poor people like me and you try to get crypto so we can get rich, investor protection. No, we can't have it sold on exchanges that aren't FDIC, Security Exchange, regulated, investor protection. See what they're going to do? I'm not going to tell you, I've got my crypto on cold exchange. Okay, like a little zip drive thing, nano drive, or whatever you want to call them. Okay. And I don't have it on an exchange because I always knew that one day the government's going to try to take it. All right? So I control my keys. They say not your keys, not your crypto. If it's on if you've got stuff, listen, on an exchange, and the government determines that cryptos, we're not talking about necessarily XRP, but cryptos are going to be securities, or maybe they somehow call it some funny word or whatever, a digital security. I don't know. These fuckers are going to get creative, okay? And what they're going to do is seize everybody's crypto that's on an exchange. That's a good possibility. Make it illegal to move cryptocurrencies on an exchange, whatever the fuck they're going to do to protect the banks and the rich people, because they want the banks and the rich people to sell it, not you. They don't want you to even buy it, okay, because you're going to come up and be rich. What they want is for, instead of, let's say, VeChain being at 5 cents, what they want is to have all the cryptos moved off the exchanges and give it to Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo and shit. And when that VeChain was at 5 cents, now it might be like $10 when it goes to the bank to sell, or maybe $20 or $50 at the bank. Guess who's going to make all that money? From 5 cents to $50 per VeChain you got to buy. Okay? That's how the shit's going down, in my opinion. Because Gary Gensler in this investor protection. Listen to how the hell he says that shit so much. He's not trying to protect you or me. He's trying to take our crypto and have it to where JP Morgan holds it and sells it to protect us. Thank you, Gary fucking Gensler. Dumb shit, okay? That's how I'm seeing it. Because, look, you can't have poor people like us get rich. That's not possible. We outsmarted the banks and all these other things and bought our crypto early, okay? And if you haven't got it early, get your ass onto one of these exchanges, buy some crypto, and put it on either a soft wallet, which is on your phone. They have like wallets, and then they have hardware wallets, which are like the little devices where you plug it into the computer or Bluetooth it to your phone and stuff. I'm seeing a possibility on how it's going to go down, and they're going to try to take everybody's crypto and say, oh, to protect you, you've got to give it to the banks, and then they got to... See all that stupid-ass shit they're going to do? Like, I'm just telling you. Now, if you just want to keep your stuff on an exchange and take a risk, that's up to you. Okay? I don't personally do that. I tell my friends, get all your shit off the exchanges and put it on a device, or put it in a soft wallet on your phone and write down the private keys and the password and keep that safe. You know, put it in a safe deposit box and stuff. But I don't want you guys to get ripped off by the SEC. All right? I'm not telling anybody to do anything. Whatever the SEC says to do, so I'm going to make this disclaimer. Whatever the SEC says to do, do it. Okay? So if they say everybody's got to give up their crypto, then you need to give up your crypto. Some people in this country, they ain't giving up shit. Okay, I'm just telling you. And some people in this country, what they're going to have to do, if the United States gets stupid and says, oh, you got to give up your crypto and da-da-da-da, then what some people are going to do in the United States, and I wouldn't suggest doing it because it would be illegal, and that's to go to another country to cash out all your crypto. Okay? Now, if you remember back in the gold days, when I think 1933, when the government tried to steal, they did steal everybody's gold. They took it from, they paid you $20 for an ounce. And then the government, what they did, they said it's illegal to have gold. Everybody's got to give up their gold. So it went from $20 an ounce, and once the government got everybody's gold, then they jacked the price up to $35 an ounce. But what did some people do? They sent their gold coins off to Europe, like in a Swiss bank or whatever it was. They shipped their gold out of the country. So technically they weren't holding it, right? And then they kept it in European banks until I think the 1970s. So for almost 40 years, gold wasn't allowed to be held by common people. Are you understanding kind of where I'm going with this? Crypto has been referred to by a lot of people as gold. Crypto, gold. So they seize gold, seize crypto. Do you see it? See a relation here? So what some people did is take their gold, or I mean, you wouldn't call it crypto, but they take their crypto and go to another country and keep it safe there. But I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just telling you what people did. Now, some people are going to take their gold or the crypto, whatever you call it, and go to another country, maybe expatriate, get a passport, live there, cash out their crypto, and live happily ever after. I don't know. I'm just telling you these are options to consider for some people. And, of course, always do what the SEC says. Don't do anything that's illegal. So, yeah, that'll be your heads up, your morning heads up. I just been seeing too much of this stuff where these big corporations, JP Morgan, what's that other fool's name? These top banks and stuff. All these banks are going to be selling crypto. They don't want to have to compete with exchanges and stuff, and they're not going to. These new laws with Gary Gensler are going to just slit the throats, in my opinion, of all these exchanges and stuff. That's what I really feel. And you're just going to have the top banks, Citibank, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, JP Morgan, and a couple other top banks selling it. And they're going to try to somehow call it something to make it illegal for you to buy crypto anywhere else except through this exchange, because it's investor protections for your best interest. So instead of you getting your own crypto and putting it on a ledger device or whatever, and then you buying XRP for 50 cents, they want you to go to the bank and buy an XRP for $1,000 a piece to protect you. Got it? That's my warning on how I see it going down. Take care. If you have any questions, write them in the comments. I do due diligence and read all the comments and on my posts, and I will talk to you later.